Hello, everybody, and welcome to day 3 of the Philippine SME Business Expo. And we have another learning sessions prepared for you today, which will help you not to just survive, but to thrive in the new normal. And it's my privilege to introduce to you our next topic. It's going to be all about digitalization and transformation with the end in mind. And our speaker today is Mr. Carlos Severino. He's the Group Chief Digital Transformation Officer and President of the Travel and Tourism Division at Transnational Diversified Group. Please give him a virtual hand of applause. Carlo, welcome to the show.
Thank you, David. It's great to be here. Thank you for the invitation. And I'm eager to share whatever experiences I have with the audience and entrepreneurs in the country.
Yes, I'm looking forward to that. Let me bring up your presentation right now here, and let's get started.
All right. So, as mentioned, I'm a Chief Digital Transformation Officer. It's a fairly new role. As you know, digital transformation has been happening, but only now have companies focused on it. So I'll share a bit about my background and my journey. I have a background in computer engineering. I worked for a software company for about 9 years. That was some time ago. And I took my master's in management at the AIM, which allowed me to learn more about the businesses for which we were building systems for. And from there, I had since joined a diversified conglomerate that is in shipping, logistics. We provide ship's crew. And as mentioned, I head the travel and tourism team of that group. We also have IT services. We were in food franchising for a while. I've also had the opportunity to run a BPO call center, and we're also moving into the renewable energy space. Now, my roles have varied from strategic planning, operations in several of these businesses, finance, marketing, and leadership roles in a few of those companies. I'm also a certified consultant for OpenEXO, which is about exponential organizations and how they succeed. So hopefully my background, I'll share a bit about what I've learned so far and what I see are the challenges in the future. So digital transformation, I guess a lot of you ask, what is it? What does it mean for me and my business? Is it relevant to me? And where do I begin? No, I saw a few questions about social media marketing. Do I start with my accounting, inventory, or order processing systems? And hopefully some of the uh, things I will share will answer some of these questions. So speaking of technology, it's really about the future. And the future is, today is actually the future of yesterday. And I put here some of the apps that we use in our day-to-day lives, all driven by technology and technological developments. So these are things that I assume, especially now during the pandemic, we all use. No, who hasn't bought anything from Lazada or Shopee, or who doesn't use Zoom to meet with your colleagues at work? In the past, there was, we used Airbnb and maybe Booking.com when we could travel. Then there's Grab. Uber's gone, but Grab has played a big role not just in transporting people, but also delivering your food. And of course, you have your messaging apps like Viber or WhatsApp. These started out as an alternative to text, but currently I even use Viber to send my large presentations because it's faster than sending them through email. In fact, Viber now has become a marketplace as well. And of course, being stuck at home, Netflix has been a major form of entertainment for us. And if you think about several of these apps, some of them had just emerged, at least were installed in our phones in just a few years ago. No? So maybe take a pause and think about how we did things before there was Waze. My wife and I would often argue that the route I took worse than passing another route. But now we don't have those arguments because we just listen to Waze and follow Waze. No, so Waze is mapping technology that has been around, but it has algorithms to actually determine the fastest routes by getting the feeds from all people who are signed up driving around the city. With the pandemic, we've used it less, but these are changes that I remember using MapQuest and printing out the map to find a destination in the past. So all of these are technology enabled, and it just speaks to the speed at which technology has developed and has allowed all these applications to do for us what they do. And maybe another question is what's coming up next? Where is this technology taking us? And we may ask these questions in relation to our daily lives, but I think we should also ask these questions in relation to the businesses that we own and the businesses that we manage. All of this is driven by the accelerating pace at which technology is developing. If some of you are familiar with Moore's Law, where the performance per dollar of the microprocessor was plotted as doubling every 18 months. And as you know, if either you're a gambler or a mathematician, if you double something several times, it starts to grow exponentially as shown in this graph. So this is the chart of the processors of computer chips, and you have the Pentium chip at the peak, but this is only up to 1995. On this chart, I'm showing Moore's Law in violet, which was every 18 months. But the cost of data storage actually doubles every 12 months. So you can imagine a 1 terabyte drive in 12 months will be the same price as a 2 terabyte drive. And now we're talking terabytes. When I first was in IT, we were talking about 1 or 2 megabyte hard disks that were as big as your, half the size of your laptop. And even the speed of the internet, because fiber optic performance doubles every 9 months. So you'll see that these technologies actually grow faster exponentially. Now, the previous chart was only up to 1995. I found one which is projecting up to 2020, and you'll see that the curve is actually rising very steeply. And so we can anticipate how fast the technology is going to change in the next few months even. So it's about exponential growth, and with exponential growth in technology comes capabilities that apply to us. And just to prove how consistent Moore's Law is, these are the different chips that were built through the years, and they really follow this trend. Note that this line doesn't look exponential, but on the side here, this is 10 to the 1, 10 to the 10 squared, 10 to the 4th, 10 to the 8th. So this is a real exponential graph. What are the implications? You'll see here disruption because of how technology has developed. In the olden times, BlackBerry was so popular, the iPhone came and killed BlackBerry essentially. You have Netflix and replacing Blockbuster and the DVD or even the VHS. And Amazon, that started with books, turning them into digital books, led to the demise of Borders. But not all of the disruptions are just about direct competitors. The iPhone actually killed most of the market for cameras, even digital cameras, save for the professionals who still use all these high-end cameras that cannot be replaced by an iPhone camera. And then there are companies that were, collateral damage like Kodak. As the camera shifted to digital, the business of Kodak actually died in the process. But when we look at Kodak, for example, the shift wasn't really because the digital camera was better than the film camera. Yes, it was more convenient. You didn't have to have your film developed. Maybe it was more cost effective, except for the cost of the digital camera. But the shift really occurred because the reason why we take pictures are to capture memories and to share them. We would usually have pictures printed, put them in an album, and every time we had relatives around, we would pull out the album and share these pictures. And so the change really happened when sharing of pictures moved from paper to online. It started with Picasa, which was really a repository of your pictures, but not as shareable until Instagram and Facebook came around. And that, even removed the position of the digital camera, because from the digital camera, you had to download it, put it in your computer before you could share it. While when the camera on your phone could take better pictures now, you could just outright share these pictures with everyone, with thousands, even millions of people. And so it affected the actual value to the customer because of the shareability. But even from a cost perspective, I have here on the slide a comparison between Kodak and Instagram, where you're looking at the number of images processed and at 21 billion, and the cost for Kodak to operate that was about $8 billion, while for Instagram it was just their server and the algorithms. And so there's a big divide between the old way of doing things and the new way of doing things. And that story has been told, and Kodak no longer exists for pictures and photographs. So part of the transformation and the disruption is also about ecosystems. And maybe in your business, you may not you have to look not just at your own industry, but adjacent industries. Some industries that are adjacent to you, or your customer's industry, or your customer's customer, and see how that whole ecosystem is changing and evolving with technology. Here are some examples of ecosystems. These are really distributed and adaptive, different components that work together in collaboration. So the Apple App Store or the Android Play Store is an ecosystem of app developers that allow you to put more apps on your phone. You'll see the ecosystem of electric e-vehicles or electric cars, which will have to do with charging stations, dealers, software upgrades. Even your home will turn into a digital ecosystem where you can control everything from your phone or monitor things even while you're out of the house. Lifestyle is also an ecosystem with shoes connected to your watch, connected to your phone. So all of these things work together to really bring change, all for the consumer. Now, there's also been a type of disruption, which are platform disruptions, and we're all aware of those. And these are just some of the examples where Uber is the largest taxi company, essentially, from a customer perspective, that doesn't own any vehicles. Airbnb is the same. It sells and offers accommodations without building its own hotels. So it would take Airbnb a couple of weeks to bring in 100,000 rooms into its app, while the Marriott Group would take several months or more than a year to bring that same number of rooms in. Your chat apps are now like phone companies. Very few people call using the landline or even your cell phone if you can get a free call through your data plan. And then there are stores, Netflix. So all of these companies are really platforms where they leverage assets external to them and people and talent external to them to bring a service to the customers. And these are the fastest growing types of business. Now, as an entrepreneur, you may want to consider whether a platform model would work for you, or at least consider how a potential platform can disrupt your own industry. Now, for those that have been disrupted, it has led to the demise of several businesses. Here you'll have what they consider Amazon's retail graveyard. So these are the companies that, because of Amazon and online selling, that they've had to close shop, no, like Circuit City or CompUSA, Blockbuster. On the right, you'll have at risk, but it seems that Best Buy and Walmart have also uh, innovated and made themselves relevant today in their own way. So I don't think they're at risk as much as those that have already um, been closed down. So digital disruption, it sounds like a lofty term, but it really is about companies being better, being faster, cheaper, smarter, easier to use, and more rewarding for the customer. It's really about customer outcomes. It's not about the latest technology, which only has value if customers appreciate them. So it's about eliminating or reducing steps, replacing processes. But there's an intelligence to it where the amount of transactions gives you insights as to what your customers prefer. This is like the algorithms of Netflix that make recommendations based on what you've actually watched. And that is a value that people want and actually use so that they have their constant feed of entertainment. It also allows you to reach other people that would otherwise be outside your market. And this pandemic has actually accelerated the adoption of online sales and e-commerce. Everyone selling something from their house, whether it be baked goods or food or health supplies or masks or PPEs. And I think this is also a testament to the potential growth of small and medium enterprises given the capability of technology for them to reach new customers and expand their business. So it really is about creating better revenues and growth opportunities for businesses. And for those who cannot embrace the technologies, then they have a problem coping in terms of competitiveness and market reach. So what is digital transformation? It's an integration of digital technology into all areas of the businesses, fundamentally changing how you operate. So Netflix has changed the rental of DVDs into a subscription model that's delivered straight to your device, be it a smart TV or your phone. So there are really fundamental changes for you to call it digital transformation. But all of this, again, is focused on delivering value to customers. It also is a cultural change that requires the organization to continually challenge the status quo. A lot of us are busy with our own businesses, what's happening today, our operations, what has to be produced, delivered, etc. And I think it serves us well to look at what the future brings and how we can actually challenge both ourselves and our industries in terms of creating more value. And this also requires experimentation and a lot of learning. No? The great thing today is there are a lot of sources of information and learning. YouTube is one, online webinars, etc. So even from your own home, there's a lot of things that we can learn about. Here again, it talks about cultural, organizational, and operational changes. It talks about disrupting the industry and the ecosystem and not just your internal ways of doing things. And it crosses the organization at all levels and all functions. But really, it's about the customer. Putting yourself in the shoes of your customer. Sometimes it's very difficult for us to do that because we see things from our perspective and from what's going on within our organizations. And we have to ask ourselves, what are the desired outcomes? Not just the products, not just like pictures is not the product that people want. It's the pictures that they can share, be proud of, get the most likes. So the desired outcome is not so much the photograph, but what the photograph actually brings out from their network of friends or relatives. Pain points. The previous session, Mr. Go talked about pain points in the customer journey. And pain points is something from having to queue, having to wait, shifting from app to app to get a payment transferred. All of these are pain points, and those who can solve the most significant pain points have the biggest opportunities in the marketplace. And what can we do to better deliver the desired objectives? From a physical store to an online store, from physical meetings to online meetings, there's a lot of opportunity to actually bring efficiency and less pain to the whole exercise of delivering a service or a product to a customer. And from there, we really have to validate whether these assumed outcomes and experiences that we have in mind are real for the customers. And talking to customers is really a critical exercise here. And part of this is really looking at the size of the market. Is this really relevant to people and how large that market is? And maybe figuring out what the value is to a customer, to price ourselves, and to generate the revenues that are commensurate to what we are delivering. So consider technologies applied in other industries as well. If you look at your own business, a benchmark I usually use is if you look at how a Lazada experience is for the user, where you can search, you can choose, you buy, and it's easy to pay. Even after you pay, you can monitor where the product or the parcel is, whether it's in Shenzhen, whether it's on its way to the Philippines, etc. And those experiences are so common today that in your own business, you can ask yourself, do I give that same kind of experience to my users? And this is how we innovate. You can choose a technology partner, rapid experimentation, even low-code development. Part of our group is a company called Tessie, and we use a low-code platform called OutSystems, and that has allowed us to innovate our business very quickly. So it's really about the customer. We have to always go back. Everything we do is about the customer. Here are some of the game-changing technologies that I personally monitor. This is Cloud. Cloud is a useful tool. You can expand your capabilities by putting it on the cloud. It's not really that high tech. If you have a Gmail email, you're on the cloud. And then there's cloud hosting for your systems. The self-driven car has great implications in terms of, you can send your car home so you don't need parking after it brings you to work. You can actually send your car out to earn money as an Uber car. But the implications are also to other industries like insurance. There's going to be less collisions, and so insurance premiums should go down. Repairs are easier, software upgrades are there. Even emergency rooms, I think, will be impacted in terms of excess capacity with less vehicular accidents. Solar is also very interesting. The cost of solar in the past 5 years has gone down, I think, 80%, and that will continue to go down. So be ready to install solar in your homes. But more importantly, if you have an electricity-intensive business, like maybe a laundromat, solar would be the way to go, and you can really drop your cost with solar and even wind or the development of batteries. Internet of Things, everything will be connected. All your devices, smart homes, smart switches, they're already starting to creep into the market. 3D printing will also affect, spare parts, deliveries, etc. And nanotechnology, especially in healthcare, and artificial intelligence. Again, it sounds high tech, but it's really asking the computer to do things in a smart way, closer and closer to what human people do. So these are some of the technologies that may affect your business in the future. So the shift in mindset is that technology is pervasive to us and to our customers. It's in everyday use, so it's no longer only up to the IT people, and every business owner and leader should be concerned and responsible for technology and technology relating to strategy of your business. Technology is both a threat and opportunity. It's a choice whether you adapt and embrace it. And it's not an end in itself. It's really about the customer. Here are just some of the inspiring digital leaders who focus on the future, are fearless about letting go of the past and experimenting with the future. And they're passionate about the future and they want to change the world. So just some resources. Exponential Organizations talks about all these companies that have disrupted the world and the platform revolution. A lot of learning as well on YouTube and other websites and webinars. So I hope that's helpful. Thank you very much.
Yes, hello Carlo. Thank you so much for your wonderful presentation and your insights and sharing a little bit about the story also of the Internet of Things and how it has disrupted the business industry landscape all around the world. And how it also has enriched our lives, right? I so agree with you that technology can be seen as danger, but also as an opportunity, right? And I think the pandemic has actually really showcased the vulnerability of businesses if they don't start to innovate, if they don't start to embrace technology as an opportunity, right? I think also Josiah in our morning session really outlined the framework of how businesses need to evolve. The best time is actually already yesterday because once the pandemic happened, on day 3 everything was online, from all the physical training that they were doing. Within 3 days after the pandemic, they already had all their content available online. I mean, that's how prepared we need to be today, because we don't know what will happen tomorrow. So I'd like to
Yeah.
thank you again so much, Carlo, for sharing your insights. And to all our viewers out there, if you have questions, and I've seen a lot of questions in the community, unfortunately, our time is up. Please search up Carlo in the Wova app. Please visit their booth also, that is Tessie, and they will be able to answer you also any questions. And please stay tuned. We'll be back in a minute with our next speaker, and he is from Freshworks, and it's going to be a lot more news about digital transformation and how to up your game in sales and marketing. So stay tuned. Thank you.
Thank you.
Complicated and absurdly overpriced. Businesses that use them are left with disjointed customer data, no actionable insights, and unhappy teams, eventually leading to disconnected and poor customer experiences. Marketing struggles to personalize campaigns and strike a chord with the audience, while sales teams are pushed to have meaningless conversations with no context. At Freshworks, we've reimagined the CRM to help siloed teams work better together and truly understand the needs of their customers. In short, a CRM to help businesses nurture customers for life. Welcome to Freshworks CRM Customer for Life Cloud. No more juggling multiple tools, no siloed data, no disconnected teams, and definitely no frustrated customers. What is Freshworks CRM? It's an AI-powered customer relationship management solution that combines the power of sales automation, marketing automation, chat, and telephone, all in one solution. We built everything your sales and marketing teams need so you can attract quality leads, engage across multiple channels and touchpoints, close deals faster, and nurture customer relationships. With Freshworks CRM, create a single source of truth for your customer information across sales and marketing teams as they work together to provide one seamless customer experience. With Freshworks CRM, you don't just win a customer, you earn them for life.
Hello, everybody. Sorry for the delay. Internet. It's part of internet disruptions are also part of the new normal. But please allow me to introduce our next speaker from Freshworks. It's on the topic hitting refresh on your sales and marketing approach in the post-pandemic era. I'd like to welcome today Mr. Venu Mohan. He is the Senior Partner Sales Engineer for Aipac at Freshworks with over 6 years of experience in customer-centric roles in the SaaS space and verticals like e-commerce, mobile applications, and more. Venu is extremely passionate about tech, innovation, and automation. He strongly believes that tech savvy marketing and sales is the future. Today, as a senior product specialist at Freshworks Incorporated, he spearheads the marketing and pre-sales initiatives of the ASEAN region. Please give him also a virtual hand of applause. Venu! Hi, Venu!
Hi, David. How are you?
Very good, very good, very excited. There's so much learnings happening here. It's incredible. And we're not done yet. We still have one more day to go. And I know everybody is excited to learn more about how can we grow, how can we get better at sales and marketing, how can technology help us to ease our lives as entrepreneurs. As I was just reading a while ago, automation is a very important tool right now as well. So I'm very, very excited to hear more. Can you please share with us your presentation then?
Yeah, sure. I will do that.
So while waiting, if anyone has questions after Venu's presentation, please visit the Freshworks booth. Please, put in the chats your questions. Venu and his team will be very, very happy to answer you. I know they will have also some demo presentations. So if you like to, get a better deep insight about how their products can help your business, just visit their booth. We're inside the Wova app. Just search for us at 10th Philippine SME Business Expo Virtual Edition. For all our attendees who are already in there, just go to the exhibition area and they're right there on the top. Thank you. All right, Venu, I got the presentation in here. Okay,
Oh,
we're all excited and we're ready to go. Please continue. Thank you.
okay. Thank you so much, Devi, for having me here and giving a beautiful introduction about me. And it's a pleasure to meet you all in the virtual meeting today. So today I will just going to cover like how the sales and marketing can be a beautiful strategy for during this COVID pandemic and in the new normal. So because of this pandemic situation, so the sales team and marketing team are feeling very hard to reach a customer, or setting up an appointment with a customer, or having an in-person meeting, or building a beautiful business relationship with them to improve the technology and business together. So this is how it's a new normal. We need to adapt this situation, so there is no options to the people. So each and every marketing and sales will be in part of their organization growth. So without these two pillars, no organizations can grow better. So in order to streamline the process and give a beautiful experience to the sales and marketing team to reach a customer seamlessly without delaying the process, or giving a beautiful experience for setting up an appointment through them virtually, and getting their requirements, understanding their expectations, or the same customer might reach through multiple channels. For example, because of this new normal situation, you were not able to meet them in person, but from the customer end, the customer might reach you through website, or they might reach you through email, or sometimes they might reach you through the social media channels too. So how, as a sales team or a marketing team, they can align, or how they can easily identify these customers from different channels. So this is a small the flow of the customer coming to the service provider, and how this marketing team and sales team can work together to address the customer's expectations, and how you can easily convert them as a winning customer as part of your organization through having a technique, as a beautiful tool as part of the organization. So initially the customer might go to your website, and they might look for what kind of products you have, or what kind of service you offer, whether these meet their expectations or not. So once they're happy with your website, journals and articles which you have published against each and every of your products and service, they might have an tend to discuss with your agent, like an either from the marketing team, or maybe from the sales team member, to discuss about the product or a service they are looking at. So in order to discuss this, so actually that is a customer engagement platform. Even you can the customer can reach you through a website, or they can also send an email inquiry about their ask and expectation to the service provider team, or they might also use some chat channels to engage with your agents quickly. So in a website, like, you can also enable a chat widget. So even an anonymous visitors, or a registered visitor, these would chat widget would help you to engage with them in a better way, and also it will also help you to improve the conversion rate of your website activities too. For example, if I'm a customer coming to your website and happy with the product and service, if I have a chat widget which is enabled as part of the system, then it would be easy for me to connect with your service provider quickly without any delay. So I can put all my questions in the chat widget, so one of the agent can respond to my all queries. So immediately I would happy with my the answers which I get it from the service provider. So then I would able to share my email ID or a phone number to the agent to discuss about this in detail via a virtual meeting, or any other via email conversation, so on. So this is how you can also enable a chat widget as part of your website. So it can be used by both registered and anonymous visitors, those who are visiting your website. Of course, it's going to be like giving a real-time engagement between your service provider and the customer, and also it definitely improves your conversion rate of lead generation, and also it helps you to build a very good relationship with the website visitors too. And similarly, like, some customers might write an email to you about all the queries. Even these all different channel queries, like phone call or a chat conversation, or even an email conversations, can be aligned under one system. So we will that is Freshworks CRM. And also, like, not only the website visitors, some customers might also use WhatsApp as well as Facebook Messenger to reach the service provider about inquiring about few products and service. So even that conversation also be giving more importance to bring that as part of the tool. So this will give a very good experience for the service agents, they doesn't need to use multiple tools. So this is going to be benefit to both the customer and as well as the agent side. So agent doesn't need to use multiple tools. One is for WhatsApp and another one is for Facebook Messenger application, and similarly the other tool for monitoring the email conversations and website conversations. So the agent is end up with doing multiple handling multiple tools, and he or she doesn't have one unified tool to see all this 360-degree view of the customer information. So that's how we feel that these are the one of the pain point which is failed by each and every service provider agent. So we wanted to fix that, and we built a tool to unify all these channels under one system. So wherever the customer try to reach you through a social media or any other standard business channels, all this will get aligned under one section, and this will give a very beautiful experience for the service provider agents to go through all the history of conversation about the customer. And once the conversation is initiated, as a fourth step, like you might create that as a contact information or a customer information as part of the CRM, and then you might assign to one of your sales expert who is very familiar with the product and service, or who is very expertise in this particular customer industry. Then you might assign to one of your agents, and agents would able to follow with them to set up a virtual meeting, and to based on the customer's availability and so on. And also the agent would able to send some relevant materials to the customer based on their interest. So these all information, they can the agent can act as a proactively. So you know that which the customer visited the particular website page and they are interested in so and so products. So the agent can by default, they would able to send an initial response email with along with the documents and so on, as a proactively engaging with the customer. So this will build a very good relationship with the customer to and also the customer feel that I got some inputs from the service provider which I am interested in. Okay, so this is how the CRM would help you to proactive with the customer information and interest. And also like the every CRM should also have a capability to not only a platform to engage with the customer, it also should give a platform to engage within the team members. So it should be as an external application as well as internal application. So even the CRM has an ability to chat within your team members to understand whether there is a need, or they need any help from the team members to close this deal or work together on this particular opportunity, since it might be an enterprise opportunity or it might be a big opportunity for the organization. So as a one person cannot be able to close this deal, so you have to approach the customer as a team with pre-sales, with a procurement team, with a sales team, with the directors of the management people. So if you go as a team to the big number deal, so it would be easy for to close the deal as soon as possible, and also it builds a trust between the customer and the service provider. So the Freshworks CRM offers a platform to engage with the customers through multiple channels, and also it offers a platform to engage within your team members to discuss about the opportunity, closure, and so on. So okay, and all CRM might give you an opportunity to like manage the deal information and customer information, but here in Freshworks, like you have the options to manage your customer data, the entire sales part, and also you were able to do a follow-up with the customer, like sending in appropriate marketing materials, marketing campaigns, and you can do a very good segmentation based on the customer interest. So that's a key part of the marketing flow here. So you cannot able to send a generic email communication to all your customer database. You have to send each and every email triggers and content which is sending from your system should be personalized to the customers based on their interest and expectations from your end. So these are the aspects you were able to meet easily with Freshworks CRM, and you were able to segment them, and you can also automate the journey for sending email campaigns to the customer based on the customer's activity. So the CRM also gives a flexibility to identify whether the customer have opened your email or clicked your email, or they reply to your email. So based on these metrics, you would able to trigger and set what next action items need to be triggered to the customer. So by the way, you have the full-fledged option as part of the marketing activity also, and these two teams can club together as a one team to work for the organization to close the deal as soon as possible. And also, it reduces the gap between the marketing and sales. So by the way, they can engage with between the teams very healthy, and these all leads to closing the deal as soon as possible. This is a simple flow of journey of the customer, and how the customer can easily collaborate with the service provider. And also, I would recommend for each and every sales and marketing, these are would be the five pillars of the CRM, and we enable these all options as part of our Freshworks CRM here. So we feel that these will bridge the gap between the sales and marketing, so they can work together. There won't be any data conflict, or there won't be any data disconnect between the teams. So some organizations may have one tool for sales and other tool for the marketing, but if you see the how they are interconnect within the team is I would say like 50 to 60%. So in order to improve this productivity and be making or addressing the gap between the sales and marketing, these are the five pillars is very important for each and every CRM in the market. So one is the marketing automation. So we have to bring in the capability within the CRM tool itself. So all the sales and marketing team have one unified tool to work together to track the sales progress, and also do the end-to-end marketing automations for the customers. And also it has one customer database point. Like, you don't want need to have their customer database in sales and another same customer database in marketing tool again and again. So you have to either you have to do an API integration, or you might export from the different tools, and you have to import it again in sales and marketing. So again, this delay the process, and also it might a chance to disconnect the product in between, and also that the team may not be in the same page. Okay, so but Freshworks CRM has one unified customer database platform. It will house all your entire customer database in one place, so the sales team can marketing team can use this customer data space for their marketing activity and tracking out the sales progress altogether. And these are some of the default activities or standard activities every sales team and every CRM process. But the next generation of the CRM would be like AI and machine learning capability. The artificial intelligence and machine learning is going to be the key player to boost your sales and marketing activity. So always the agent cannot be dependent on the marketing based on the customer experience and so on. But if the system has an capability to pitch in few suggestions, what needs to be what should be the next action item you can take up here, especially with respect to the specific customer. So this is how we trained an AI and ML bot as part of the CRM, and this will help you to give you more suggestions that what are the action items you can take, since the customer is actively responding to your all your emails communication. If the customer is not available for next week, he's going for a vacation, the AI and ML capability of CRM, Freddy. So we call it as Freddy. So the Freddy able to learn all the email communication of the customer and will give you appropriate suggestions to set up a meeting, or set up an appointments with them, or send an appropriate email to the customer. So these are the suggestions will boost your sales team and marketing team productivity. And it's not like a one-side approach from Freddy to sales agents or a marketing agent. It can also be a two-way conversations between Freddy and the service provider agents. How it is like each and every suggestions, either a sales team member or a marketing team member can give a feedback to Freddy. So whether the suggestion is not met the expectation, they can also give feedback to each and every Freddy suggestion. So Freddy will learn on day-to-day basis. Apart from this, the we also have the sales for automation here. So automation will help you to reduce all your manual activities altogether. So by the way, without spending more time on manual activity, you can automate all your manual interventions as automation with the help of workflow creation as part of sales and marketing journey. And all these informations you were able to capture it as analytics information. Even this analytics can also be automated, so the system will generate and report automatically, will send it to your right stakeholders of your management. Okay, so these are the five pillars of sales and marketing. We have it clubbed together under one unified tool for a beautiful experience to be offered for the sales and marketing agents. So what we have done better in Freshworks CRM is we have enabled a chatbot. So the chatbot is automated, like without any human being behind the screen. You would able to the chatbots can engage with the customers and website visitors, and they would able to understand the customer's expectation. So bot will try to do all the discovery questions within the customer, and after that it will get assigned to one of your agents as part of your marketing team or a sales team. And even you can also do the automation for assigning the chats to your team members in a round robin basis. Okay, and also we give a web form builder capability. If you don't have a registration form as part of your website, you can also build a form within the tool, and you can embed that as part of your website. This will help you to lead generation part. And the main part here is once after the registration, if the customer coming back to your website on visiting your product page or a pricing page or registering for an event, all these events will get tracked as part of the CRM. So this can be easily used by your marketing team to send appropriate informations based on their interest, based on their page visits of your website. And this will help you to do the segmentation easily with the help within the Freshworks CRM. And also we give more importance to the engagement platform. We have multiple two platforms available, like phone and chat, email, SMS, and you can also use WhatsApp conversations to customer and Facebook Messenger. All these multiple channels are available within one single tool. So this is going to be like a button jam for the agents to reach a customer, and also customer doesn't need to worry about which platform should I use to reach the service provider agents. Okay, and also like we also have the marketing journey, which will automate all your marketing automation part in order to send some right campaigns on each and every steps, so that can be also set automatically within the CRM. And as I said, like the AI and ML capability will help you to close the deal as soon as possible. And also it will give you more insights on each and every opportunity under your pipeline, which is going well or which is not going well. So based on that, agent can proactively come forward and they can see these are the opportunities is not moving well and being on the pipeline for more so long. So you can easily close it will help you to concentrate more on those deals and further. Okay, and also the platform will help you to nurture your customers in a better way by sending an email notifications and campaigns in a round robin basis or based on the workflow which you have triggered. And also after closing the deal, also you can also integrate CRM with other products of Freshworks, like a ticketing management tool. This would help you to understand or give the better visibility to the sales team and marketing team whether the customer is happy with the product and service of yours or not. Even after the sales team can also have an eye on how the customers using the tool extensively, whether they're happy with the service and all their tickets and concerns are addressed or not. Even that can also be monitored within the Freshworks CRM. So this gives a 360-degree view for the sales agent and marketing agent to go through about each and every customer in the CRM. And these are the benefits we're going to pay out of Freshworks CRM. One single unified tool to manage all your sales, marketing, and customer service experience, and it will give a seamless experience. We invest more time on craftsmanship of the product, so the agent would feel very comfortable to use it on day-to-day basis. And it's not a product you have to build it from the scratch. It's all a pre-built product, so you can just tweak the tweak the process, and you can tweak the pipelines, and you can tweak the nomenclatures or business culture, and you can start using the CRM as soon as possible. So this is how the CRM should be in place in under each and every organization. So then only the agent of the sales agent or a marketing agent would feel comfortable to use the tool on day-to-day basis. And also you can also get a better ROI as part of as a return as part of using these tools. And always, like, the forecast is another benefit for the sales team, to forecast like how much revenue they can expect and so, and this will help them to close the deals as soon as possible. And there are three key takeaways from Freshworks CRM point, especially, and these should be an similar approach for other CRMs in the market also. Then only it's going to be like value added to the end customers. Like, you have to have a one unified tools for sales and marketing team, so they would have a 360-degree view of each and every customer in the system. And also, like, if the platforms offer some AI and ML capability, that's going to be like a super duper product for the sales and marketing team to improve your productivity and conversion rate and the business closure rate too. And this is how the architecture of our the Freshworks CRM, which I want to suggest here. We have also the integration with other third party applications. You can see it on the left hand side. And we have one single platform which helps you to do all sales automation and the sales engagement and marketing automation. And these are the different engagement platforms we offer to engage with your customers, to have to engage with your customers in a regular basis. And also we have AI and ML capability within the tool to improve the sales and marketing productivity. And this product is adaptable to all the industry. It's not built in a way to match one industry. It's pretty much you can the system can or product can adopt any industries in the market. Okay. And as a one single platform, these are the different key points. You can take it from Freshworks CRM perspective, or even other CRM should have the same capability. Then only the sales and marketing team can work together without any disconnect, or have a seamless experience within the team. And also it would help you to bridge the gap between the sales and marketing team together. One is a 360-degree, and it should also give the capability to do a segmentation for sending and marketing, doing a marketing and sales activities. And the Freddy AI is going to be the next generation of CRM. So we already have in place, and a number of customers is making use of it. And it also reduce the team burden dependency on sales and marketing. So you can have a internal collaborate tools within Freshworks CRM to collaborate within internally to close the deal or to discuss about some marketing campaigns and so on. So these are the key differentiators I want to highlight it here for today. And end of the day, you might delight your customer from wherever you are. So no worries, like whenever you have a good system in place, so the system would help to delight your customers without any delay, and these automations would help you to remind all the activities. So by the way, you can improve your team performance as well as customer experience using a very good CRM as part of the organization. So thank you, everybody. Thank you, David. So if you have any questions, please use the
Thank you very much, Venu, for this insight presentation. And one thing I realized is that your technology. Yes, what your presentation has shown me is that your technology makes it easier for entrepreneurs as well as their employees to engage, and with happy employees, you will generate happy customers. So thank you so much, Venu, for this presentation. If anyone has any questions, please feel free to visit the Freshworks booth. Have a pleasant day. And after our lunch break, we have another exciting speaker, successful in business and in life. So stay tuned and see you again in the afternoon for another Fantastic presentation. Thank you, Venu. Thank you,
Thank you,
Freshworks, for
David.
supporting our SME Business Expo and helping empowering more small and medium enterprises. Thank you.
Thank you.
Complicated and absurdly overpriced. Businesses that use them are left with disjointed customer data, no actionable insights, and unhappy teams, eventually leading to disconnected and poor customer experiences. Marketing struggles to personalize campaigns and strike a chord with the audience, while sales teams are pushed to have meaningless conversations with no context. At Freshworks, we've reimagined the CRM to help siloed teams work better together and truly understand the needs of their customers. In short, a CRM to help businesses nurture customers for life. Welcome to Freshworks CRM Customer for Life Cloud. No more juggling multiple tools, no siloed data, no disconnected teams, and definitely no frustrated customers. What is Freshworks CRM? It's an AI-powered customer relationship management solution that combines the power of sales automation, marketing automation, chat, and telephone, all in one solution. We built everything your sales and marketing teams need so you can attract quality leads, engage across multiple relationships. With Freshworks CRM, create a single source of truth for your customer information across sales and marketing teams as they work together to provide one seamless customer experience. With Freshworks CRM, you don't just win a customer, you earn it for life.